Hello everyone, welcome back. Farthest. This is another game that's been in early access for a while. It's been around. They had some updates. It didn't make any of my saves invalid, but it presented some new maps. So I decided to try one of the maps out and show you guys. So this is the Alpine Valley map. Challenging the maps, but why not? So place the town center and remember how to do this. Let's get that town. Housing shortage. Don't say, well, they built this house. Some houses. Build anything, build that town center. Apparently, definitely a different. That's definitely a new. Might have to. It might be the map, but. I'll say one thing about Alpine Valley: you need to cut it down almost around you in order to do anything else. Finished up here for wood, and we're getting wood. So down here we got the town center. So. With 4 houses. Backyard. Right next to it. Hard to build and you can't see outline of anything. Okay, let's get a forward back going here. It's right there. What else we got here? Cabin. And firewood. And we got the forager. Wow. Okay, so let's up here is David. At graveyard is definitely rodents fencing. I encourage you guys to take a look and Farthest runs here. Pretty good game, you know, in terms of these things are done and such, and the thing about it is village professions assigns them automatically. So it is like Land Vikings that the amount of yes, assigning now the equation. One thing I do like about this, you know, that nothing against the Vikings does seem to kind of drop the ball when it comes to figuring out. I mean, it tells you where it is, and there is a rotating thing, but it's, you know, but this is a lot more of telling you where it is, what, you know, temperature-wise, where it is in the calendar and things like that. Because it does dive all the way into and things like that. And we'll get back to Land of the Vikings, by the way. Coming out fairly soon. Because I do want to get to winter Vikings. How harsh it is for people await to war to amass a formless supply of food and houses. So that is something that Farthest Frontier does give you quests of a sort. But there is technology to go through. Dive into it. That's something. So, you see the area you can't see around here. I need to explore a little bit. And so you get that point, and somebody will walk out there. Now, the danger of doing this is you can be attacked by wild animals. So there's that to think about. So, different technology works in this. So, I need tier 2 town center. Okay, well, town center. I'm gonna upgrade to tier 2. Well, you need houses for 8 shelters. You need a market. Populate. Market. You go to market. Market says you need a saw pit and storehouse. So you go to storage. Storehouse. There's a stockyard which we're building. Then you go to horses. Oh, okay, I need saw pit. That requires a stockyard. So so all the technology you're advancing is based on the buildings that you build. So you can kind of, so it gives you a modicum of control in terms of how quick, I guess, you advance into the so the stockyard's built now, so a lot of things open up, and it's good. And you need all these, you need the saw pit, because the saw pit will produce the right village. They have plants that immigrate. Right, so. Saw pit is something you need for things like timber. So you're going to try that. Market would help generate. A root cellar is a good thing to have. near your gatherers hut, because that's where the gatherers things they hang out in the wild. Color right. Whoa. Roads are actually game. Knowing. So yeah, so buildings also have slots, like like start with like the basic, and then you can like come out these guys. There's tons of, yeah, and so that's also something else. This is the work where you can move it as needed. There's down here. Okay. Courthouse unlocks a lot of buildings. So that's why I'm holding off a little. Compost yard. Waste and turns it in. And add this as a crop field. Not necessarily some. What you're building though, on the other hand, you should probably build really. I mean, it helps helps with cleansing. So I generally have cardinal rule of not having really build during the winter, but when you're just starting out like in the game, you probably should have them doing that. You also want to keep an eye on this right here, labor. As the villager grows, you want to have more people who are free to do that. But if you can spare them, it's I've gotten to the point where I had 7 and it's that low labor count. So you want to have people who, because laborers will do the things like that you see marked there, things to remove, make the not take out. Or, yeah, you want to keep some of these things around because animals and things like that. I initially marked it to clear because it made sense, but now the things over there you want to keep around, because of plants and things like that. So you want to keep a forest. How are we doing here on the explosion? Like some people have made it there. Okay, so there has been some exploring. Just then we'll call it good, so to speak. So let's get the houses knocked out. Oh. It's used in this location desirability thing. This is how desirable the view. Now you can increase this by putting decorations around, and that's something to, definitely in the building. There's decorations. Because now all these cost gold, we don't have any of. Which we'll get to soon. And so we're going to build a storehouse so we can get to the market. And a graveyard is a good thing to build. An area that's kind of barren over here. You don't want to build it too far away, but you want to build it far enough away that people don't find it, I guess, on a daily basis. The failings of loved ones, I guess. We'll get two big size and far enough away. And then build a house. So the storehouse is here to, actually for all items. And the stockyard doesn't have that. So storehouse is a much more efficient storage building, so to speak. I'm going to put it right. As you can see, villagers are working away. Go. And yeah, some of these storage areas, like the stockyard, is held. They don't require. They require labor, basically, for things. Another. So you'll have people. You'll have buildings like that where it just requires somebody to carry it. So that's what the root cellar is for, to carry things. The root cellar also helps your crops out in terms of plants. Probably going to build right here, which is why I put the house over. Well, let's have to get a field going as it is spring. I'm not sure if in time. Fields in this game are a bit finicky. In terms of they're a bit, kind of like they're a bit hard to figure out. So yeah, so fields are not easy to figure out because it's based on fertility and such. In fact, cancel that. Pause. Wait, explain. So you have and you go, okay, where's the fertility? And you see percentage. The problem is you're not going to get very good fertility right off the bat, because there's so many places to build. So something that you can do to is one, you can use, or increase crop build because unless you want to build, out, probably want to buy. You want to get somewhere in the 50s, gives you that. And one of the things that you so sorry, I'm just trying to figure. Okay. So you go, okay, 50%, that's fine. So you go, okay, I'm going to build a 6x6 field. This, okay, 6x6 sounds good. Build. So once it's built, I'll pick this up once it's built. Once it's built, the way you increase fertility is, you're not gonna. You have to come to the conclusion, realization that you're not going to get a crop yield right away. It's going to be, it's going to be one of those things where, where you go, okay. What you're going to have to do, is I want to establish a baseline below those buildings. I'm going to build it right below. And when I say building, I mean stop it. So this is lower than the other ones. It's not basic. I'll show you though how you increase it's not like you just thing in the fertility is assured. This is a way to just make sure the fertility at least maybe not necessarily modified, but increased or made better. Can do to make your fertility at least look better. Now you notice here, some buildings can be upgraded. Current tier 1, next tier 1. So that one. This can go up to 2. And when it goes up to 2, basically what it does is upgrade bonuses at item recipe and increase durability. So some buildings, they go, 2 fanatics. Houses can be upgraded in the next, but in order to upgrade, you need town center tier 2, town center, they got that tier 2. Basic well, got that. You need a location desirability of 30. That's where the location desirability comes in. So that's where decorations and things like that come in. That's where you would like to get a market. And also probably a mine. So you see here, camps, clay pits, iron mine, gold mine, gold. And you need a wagon shop, which is storage, town center tier 2. And so all this is tier 2 stuff. And so you need upgrades distance. So you need shelters. We're building 8. We're about to have 8. Your market built. You need a population of 30. So market's coming once the 4 houses are finished, and the 8 houses. That could be. So compost in some of these buildings like the software, for example, takes desirability down. So that's why you build them over here, kind of away from other things. That's the house is done. Let's prioritize. Mike's not a problem. Stone, on the other hand, is a problem. Stone to harvest. Now you can click on individual resources target, so that's also useful at times if you have a blanket gathering, or if you want to gather specific things that are out here in the woods, like this stone, for example. You know, we might as well harvest it because, you know, because if rid of it, you can. So, compost. Yeah, I'm gonna build a compost yard, and I'm gonna put it way out here because it kills desirability hiding. But it's, you know, and as repugnant as it is, that's just human waste. You know, as you more and more. Yeah. Road to come out to it. Okay, let's put this up here. Tier 2, and tier 2 can be intimidating. There are so many things that are opened up, but tier 2 is where it really ends. Things really pick up, and you can build a lot of different once you have a tier 2 thing. The reason I'm holding off on tier 2 though is because of the overwhelming effort. I want to get a lot of, like a basket shop, you know, is a good thing to have. It helps your gatherers get better, yeah. So some of these buildings you want to build, you know, you want to get the storehouse built, get tier 1 mostly built up so that you're ready for, you know, you're ready for the tier 2 buildings that are coming. That you want to build the market right here. Put it right there. Fucking building. Can't be that bad. market, they're really key to building that. You want to have 2 people working at the market, even if that makes you low on laborers. We're down to 1. Okay. Oh. People out of the. So we have 3 now. Oh, we have 4. Also, laborers will go back. You'll get laborers back when you're not building things, but the thing is, you know, and that's also the reason for holding off on going to tier 2, because at tier 2, you know, you have a bunch of new buildings, so you have a bunch of new jobs, so you need people. So you want to, you know, and it, you know, obviously one of the upgrade things is having a pretty good population. Remember, 30 villagers, you know, and I would hazard to say that it would probably be better if, you know, I mean 30 is the minimum, but I would hazard to say that it's probably in your best interest to have well over 30. You might want to, you know, you might be better a service to go with 40 villagers, you know. Pause. Okay, so you uncheck construction enabled. We're also going to pause the tannery. Let me get the composting built. The compost yard is built. Never mind. So you see, so here's this. Yeah, once they build it, it was done. And it's that. That's sad. Let's get things. Yeah. So as you know, this farthest frontier. In the winters and such, there's a lot more to unpack with the higher population and such. But I'm gonna call it here. We'll come back to this and such, and see if we can get our village to survive through some of these trials and things that it's had so far. And you know, and who knows, we may have to go back to attacking. Oh. Yeah. Everyone attacks it. That happens. People get hurt and they die in this game. That can't happen. So yeah, you see that person's hurt. Let's see here. Help is 64. Now some people they heal up, so she'll be okay. I remember one time I had a wolf attack and a hunter ran out and took it out. So, but the hunter probably because I'm occupied hunting right now, and now just gathering the carcass. Yeah, you'll actually see your hunters hunt down animals that you see walking around. Anyways, yeah, so I'm going to call it here. We'll definitely come back to this. We might have to go back to the map and can't survive the Alpine Valley, but I hope to. Gosh, a lot of wolves. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit a like and subscribe. If you did, I would greatly. But until next time, guys, Wrestler, walking on.